effect that laughing has on our bank account. Joke business. When we are playful in conjuring up a lemonade stand business, what happens? We connect with the community. We connect with an audience. We connect on levels that we did not really realize that a connection was even possible. When you do a business, you're thinking, what would I want? You're thinking, how do I do this seriously because I'm clutching it, because I'm worried about whether or not people will like me, which is why you've done 0 videos, which is also why there are few attempts at doing stand-up comedy. The fear dissipates when we first laugh at ourselves. For example, the 23 days of OpenAI. That's from the 12 days of OpenAI. Maybe you didn't hear about the 12 days of OpenAI, but at South by Southwest, people are definitely hearing about the 23 days of OpenAI. The 99 Days of Christmas YouTube series that are everywhere. Why is 99 Days of Christmas funny? Because it's normally just 12 days of Christmas. Joke franchise. The $7 dinner with no dinner. You have to pay $7, there's no dinner, and then in the end, surprise, there is a dinner. Joke franchises are right out of Snowball, where Joke franchises is faux franchise chapter 69. When we attempt humor that is what people are expecting versus what people are not expecting, when we do a joke franchise, we alleviate the stress and burden of having to perform. That's funny to me on 10 levels of funny, because when we make a joke or regurgitate a joke, that's okay. When we take a business that is slightly a regurgitation, what happens? We end up getting slightly better. Why? Because we're retelling a joke, but we're adding not even a twist. We're realigning the joke. We're taking something that worked, a lemonade stand business, for example, and we're adding a new component to it. Let me give an example. Batman. There's a Ben Affleck movie coming out that is The Accountant. Where it's hilarious is a movie essay that breaks down, is Ben Affleck in The Accountant actually Batman? What is happening is APIs are being DJ'd. What is happening is you're doing a mashup, very similar to how a disc jockey performs brand new songs using 3 existing songs. And so the joke of the movie is actually now real and amazing, which is going to have a global debut at South by Southwest Film Festival on March 8th from 8 o'clock to 11:04. Guess who's going to do the unofficial after party at 11:05? This guy. Why? Because some people aren't going to be able to get into the official after party. because some people are going to forget that the best movies at South by debut in the AMC movie theater, where we're not looking to try to do BDSM like combo packages by going from YouTube live stream to YouTube live stream, trying to groom the speaker into doing NSFW, because what does NSFW stand for? Not sure if people are freely moderating, freely working. And do you see how we're taking NSFW comments in the stream to become, so to become more distributed? So the question is, so the accountant is actually Bruce Wayne. When you look at Ben Affleck, his Batman character, what is he doing in The Accountant? He's doing Batman shiitake by handling all of the accounting for organized crime. So that way, what happens? So that way he can fight crime by understanding the financials. And that's what is going to be so juicy, not on The Accountant number 2, which comes out March 8 at 8 p.m. at the world premiere at the Paramount Theater. You guys should check that out. And maybe you might see somebody that you recognize on the red carpet, which is us at The Accountant 3. The joke franchise is you don't have to make a movie that is front-running The Accountant 4. You could do a prequel to The Accountant where it's a Chinese guy who goes from company to company auditing financials while becoming amazing at sniffing out fraud. Because what is going on at Doge, DOGE, that's a joke franchise too. Department of Government Efficiency. DOLE, Department of Lion Efficiency, where our people that took the money, were they lion? Were they a lion? Were they a lion? Were they lion? Yeah, they were lion. And now you've got another, not joke franchise, but now you've got a meme. What is most important in us attacking entrepreneurship and pre-entrepreneurship skill development, even if we're currently temporarily unemployed? We slap an animal logo on something and we start to promote it by getting a couple people to evaluate it. This is another joke franchise, which is amazing, but also even more amazing, which is this. What if we had a venture capital firm that was focused solely on companies that had already died? That would be like a Ghost or a zombie corporation. What if you could make a Beyond Zombie corporation that's already gone under? What if you could resuscitate it? Now, since we started this joke of Batman and The Accountant, what if we DJ'd it to a bankrupt AMC movie theater to resuscitate and turn around a movie theater by doing what? By giving away a share of stock if you go see The Accountant on opening weekend at an AMC theater. So if you go see the movie, you get 1 share of stock. What is going on with that? Is that a joke? Yeah, it's funny, but it's 100% serious. Because what you're doing is you're simultaneously promoting the movie while you're resuscitating and giving CPR to a bankrupt or dying entity, the AMC movie theater, by giving away one free share for if you see the movie The Accountant on opening weekend. Only opening weekend. If you buy a ticket, you get one share of AMC that gets registered at ComputerShare. Do you see how that seems like it's a joke, but it has true business acumen? It has true business purpose. Why? There's a movie studio who's willing to pay $65-ish million just so that way the movie opens to circa $40 million. Do you see the disparity and the disconnect between the two? And then now, can you promote Ben Affleck's movie? Do you see how this is the first time we've promoted something? And when we promote something and then it performs better than expected, now we get confident. Well, I would have, this is why I have that level of confidence, is prior bodies of work. And what I'm presenting comedic material on is this. What if we did not clutch our next business adventure with such stress? What if we flowfully, humorously delved into, oh, ha 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 ha, I follow this guy on YouTube and we're gonna sell bottles of water for $15. Or, ha 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 ha, I'm gonna sell a party for $0 cover charge that only lasts 11 minutes. I'm going to serve tap water. Silk screening moleskins. Vintage t-shirt turnaround. Painting anything. Painting a Bitcoin logo because it went down $15,000. Selling tickets to a 200K Bitcoin party. Get it? It just went from 108K down to 85K, and now you're selling 200K tickets. Oh, this is delicious. This is juicy, which is selling one page of a book for $200 with a straight face. For example, The Alchemist. For example, Warren Buffett's Snowball. For example, Joe Dispenza. How do you sell one page inside of a book for more than the entire cost of the book? Same way you sell a Lego Death Star. What is a Lego Death Star? It is a Lego set with 9,000 pieces. You got to put it together and it forms a Death Star. Do I want to buy a box of Lego pieces, or do I want to buy the Lego set already assembled so that way I could put it in my YouTube video and say, look at this cool Death Star? That's why selling one page of a book works. What we're doing also with joke businesses is we're getting over what we think, and we're getting into the brains of what rich people think and do. Because in our brain, why would I pay more than the cover charge for a box of Legos? Why would I pay over list price? Because, I mean, I like putting together Legos. But that's not what the market pays for. The market pays for stuff that's in lazy mode. That's why selling one page of a book works. Here's the comedic story of how it might work for you. You borrow the book from the library. Remember, we're doing these businesses for $0. So you borrow the book from the library, and then you say, okay, what's in chapter 1? What's in chapter 14? And then you memorize it, or if you want to cheat, you want to write down the chapters. After you write down the chapters, now you go hunting for people who would pay for the content inside the book. Who pays for content inside the book? We look for solving problems that the book brings up. An easy one is Joe Dispenza. An easy one is unlimited power. A super easy one is what they don't teach at Harvard Business School. Notice who gets undone with mentions of books. Look what happens when we read a book and then sell a particular page. Because what we end up doing is, just like in a comedy joke store where people buy and sell jokes, is the interruption of what I expect versus the slight delta change and veering of what you expect. And so it becomes like a magic trick. There's the turn, there's the prestige, and then there's the outcome. What we're doing with reading a book is we're doing the YouTube video, which is plot spoilers ahead. When you say plot spoilers ahead, when it comes to an interruption of other people's money, people pay a ginormous amount in order to not be surprised. That's why you're able to take a Mark McCormack chapter 11 Failing Forward, where somebody says, oh, that'll never work, or here's my business, and they don't know about the senior golf tour. It's Mark McCormack's chapter 3, which is change one word. For example, joke business, LCMMASFM. Larry Chang, mining management, accounting software for mining, LCMMASFM. What is that? It sounds like a monstrosity. It's actually delicious, because GAAP, generally accepted accounting principles, that is regular US dollar. The genius component is BGAP, which is Bitcoin generally accepted accounting principles. That's why jokes make for improved outcomes. That's why jokes and joke franchises help us attack the wall of temporary failure. It allows us to playfully move ahead. That's as concise as I can put it, is to playfully move ahead with doing a joke franchise. And always zero money. You guys, it's been terrific to spend time with you. I hope to run into you